Mac Jones should never start another game for the New England Patriots for the rest of the season or ever in his career again. This kid's a bust. It's time to admit that. Had a solid rookie season. They made the NFL playoffs with Josh McDaniels as offensive coordinator. He had 22 touchdowns and 13 interceptions. 2022 last season, 14 touchdowns to 11 interceptions. Now, last season, I gave him a pass for this reason. Bill Belichick had Matt Patricia, of all people, a former defensive coordinator who they have won championships with, call offensive plays. A man that has never called offensive plays in his career before was calling offensive plays last season. Mac Jones dealt with injuries last season. The offensive line was abysmal, and they were last in separation at the wide receiver position. So that's hard for any quarterback to go out there and succeed in. Any quarterback to go out there in that type of system would fail, in my opinion. Bad offensive line play, bad wide receiver play, but you had a solid run game with Ramondre Stevenson. And you look at it this season, it's even worse. He is third in interceptions in the NFL, and he hasn't played a full season because every time he goes out there and he has a bad game, they pull him out the game, they put in Bailey Zappi. Then they'll put him back in there the next week, then they'll pull him out the game, they put in Bailey Zappi. At this point, just keep Bailey Zappi. And this is something that started last season. Mac Jones didn't regress because he's a terrible quarterback. He's regressed because Bill Belichick doesn't know what the hell he's doing on the offensive end. When Josh McDaniels left this team, why are you having the defensive coordinator come out and calling plays? That was the real regression for Mac Jones, and that was last season. This season, you bring in Bill O'Brien. This is this kid's third offensive coordinator in 3 years. It's not all on Mac Jones to the reason why he is having a bad career right now. It's not. No one expected him to come in and beat Tom Brady, but Bill Belichick basically did. You look at the wide receivers this kid has had. These are not good wide receivers. Kendrick Bourne is a good wide receiver, but he's in the midst the rest of the season dealing with an injury. You have Juju Smith-Schuster. We all know this. He's not a true number one wide receiver. He can't get things done. We saw what Mac Jones can be in week 1 against the Philadelphia Eagles. Had a very solid game. A couple of weeks ago against the Buffalo Bills, he looked good again. He is just a backup quarterback in the NFL. But the Patriots have done no favors to go out there and get this kid help. They haven't went out there and traded for an actual number one wide receiver. They didn't go out there and draft a wide receiver to be the number one wide receiver with this team. Instead, they went into free agency and they got a bunch of guys that are just number 2 to number 3 wide receivers on some teams. And even in the worst case, there's just number 4 wide receivers. Tyquan Thornton is a bust of this team as well. And I understand that he's not a first round pick. He can barely get on the field now. He dealt with injuries in the past, and he's still not a good wide receiver. This is a guy that came from Baylor. He's supposed to come in and stretch the field. He can't even do that. When corners put their hands on him at the line of scrimmage, he's not going nowhere. They put him in a phone booth. You look at Devontae Parker. Solid wide receiver, but he can't create separation. He's slow. So if he can't get on top of the corner, there's nothing redeemable about him either. This offense is in shambles because of the guys at skill position. Ramondre Stevenson is a very good running back. Ezekiel Elliott is way past his prime, even though he has good numbers with this team. I just look at this Patriots team as a team that has a solid defense and they're fully healthy because they haven't had their top corner in Christian Gonzalez, and you don't have Matthew Judon, your top pass rusher, because they both got injured against the Dallas Cowboys. But even before that, this offense wasn't going to go anywhere. Mac Jones is a bust. He's not a good quarterback for this team, but maybe another team can go pick him up and he'd be a good quarterback. This is where this does become Mac Jones' fault. He can't read NFL defenses. Bill O'Brien has done everything that he can this season to scheme guys open, and when guys do get open, he throws an interception. You look at the Colts game. It is ridiculous. The 2 interceptions that he threw, especially the last interception, you just see Bill O'Brien snap. Bill O'Brien hasn't snapped on him the entire season up until that point because the wide receiver was wide open in the red zone, and he just throws a completely blind pick. He's not reading the field. He's rushing his passes, and he's always getting yanked in and out of games. He has no confidence. He's a quarterback that always has his head down, and he already knows when he goes over to the sideline, that's it. Bailey Zappi is not a franchise quarterback either, but he's a better quarterback option than Mac Jones, and that's not saying a lot. And I do believe this as well. When Bailey Zappi comes in and he struggles, Bill Belichick's going to put Mac Jones right back in. And this is the first time I saw this, and it was last season when they lost to the Chicago Bears in that Monday Night Football game when Justin Fields and crew ran them off the field. Mac Jones struggled in the first half. They put in Bailey Zappi. The entire fan base, because they were at home in Foxborough, they were cheering their head with Bailey Zappi, and icing on the cake, he came in and automatically got a touchdown. You can't flip and flop with the quarterbacks. You have to pick one. And I understand what Bill Belichick is saying. In practice, Mac Jones looks good. That's practice. Practice is not real NFL competition. He is used to that defense because he plays that defense every single week and he's used to that coverage. But when he comes out here and he faces a brand new defense, especially when they blitz, it's game over. When Mac Jones faces pressure, boy, it's over with. We saw that against the Dallas Cowboys. Just yank him out the game. Bailey Zappi is a better quarterback than Mac Jones, and he should be the starter with this team for the rest of the season. But it's very interesting. You will have a lot of Patriots fans say, hey, keep Mac Jones out there. We're losing football games. And if that's what you want to do, keep him out there. But regardless, Mac Jones will not be the starting quarterback for this team next season, and neither will Bailey Zappi. It should be Drake May, Michael Penix, or somehow if they can get the first overall pick, maybe Caleb Williams. But Bill Belichick has to do a better job moving forward by surrounding the next young quarterback with better talent. And Juju Smith-Schuster is not the number one wide receiver for this team that they're looking for. They need a guy that can go out there and help out a young quarterback. These guys are coming into the NFL right now, and these younger guys are not Tom Brady. Tom Brady was able to get the best out of those bad wide receivers. Mac Jones doesn't have that skill set. Bailey Zappi doesn't have that skill set. And you do not want to just push a rookie quarterback out there to deal with bottom of the barrel talent at the wide receiver position. But let me know in the comment section below, how do you feel about the New England Patriots? And by the way, I don't see them firing Bill Belichick after this season. They're going to move off of Mac Jones, and more than likely, they're going to find a guy to come in and make roster decisions with this team. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button. Most importantly, want each and every last one of you guys stay safe, stay positive. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Peace.